just gonna sit here and tell a funny story. What happened to me when I was about 16 years ago. And I was at the bus stop waiting at Metro Bus. I just gotten off the bus. I just got off school. I used to go to college, North Harris College, a community college called North Harris Community College in Houston, Texas. And I just got off the bus to go get a 64-ounce cup of Diet Coke. And I just crossed the street. I went over to the bus stop, waiting at the bus. It was about 2:30, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And this is after school for junior high kids, 2:30, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And just kind of relaxing, chilling out here. And so anyway, what happened, the buses, I was waiting at the Metro bus stop, and one of the school buses, a couple of school buses stopped, and this one little brat, you could say, rolled down the window, and he stuck his head out. Well, he didn't stick his head out, because anyway, he yelled at him, and he said, "Hey, retard! Hey, retard!" And I kind of smiled, and I looked up at him, and I just kind of, oh yeah, this guy's gonna drive me at the wall. He had me in a vulnerable state where I was waiting at the bus stop. He's on that bus, and I was holding that 64-ounce cup of Diet Coke, and one of the dudes that was sitting in front of him yelled his address out. And, that didn't faze me a bit. I wouldn't want to sting on the kids, so. But I didn't write that down. But since I was holding that 64-ounce cup of Diet Coke, and I kind of kept my composure, and I said, I could take this 64-ounce cup of Coke and throw it in his face and see him drown in it, but that wouldn't have been the right thing to do. So I just kind of chilled out there for a second, kind of looked up at him and gave him that thing, and if he would have been there, if that bus would have been there for another minute or two, and he would have said something else, that guy would have been swimming in my Diet Coke, that little kid. But I held my composure. I took it, and this is when I was young too. This is when I was 24, 25. This has been about 17, 18 years ago. So I kind of kept my cool, and but I guarantee it, if I would have been there, chances are, if he would have been there for at least 50 seconds or longer, and he would have said something else, it would have been wet, and I would have done that thing. Sometimes it's hard for me to control my attitude, and it's that way for everybody. If somebody's getting picked on, you have to get even with them. That's just the law of the land for anybody. You don't want to just sit there and let somebody keep on insulting you and get away with these sort of things, because it's just not right. So anyway, I just thought I might share that, get that out of my system. So any of you guys that are in that position, I say, hold your composure, and if it gets worse, let it all out. Because sometimes people have to be taught a lesson that you can't drive them up. You cannot drive a stake through their foot. You gotta just say, that's it. I'm tired of this guy giving me a hard time. I'm I'm gonna let them have it. You don't have to do it physically. You can do it mentally, but it has to be the second time. It has to be the second, not the first, but the second. For instance, on YouTube, I had a guy yesterday. I had put a video response to this video, this 3, 5, 6 million view making the bus monitor cry, and I put a video response on there. And I had this one guy, I wouldn't consider him a guy, more or less a stoner or something, but this guy, he wrote a comment and he said, "So, shut up and drink alone, you narc." And I'm like, oh, this is a compliment. This guy's calling me I'm a drug enforcer. Dang right I enforce the drugs. But this was the same guy. I went over there to look at his wall, his feed, and his feed, he actually liked he actually liked what those kids were saying to the teacher, to the bus monitor. And that, that just goes to show you what kind of people that kind of person that is, It's pretty sad. You can't do anything for people like that. It's a lot of times maybe it's just the way their parents raise them or whatever. The bus monitor, my opinion on the whole situation is a bus monitor, a 68-year-old bus monitor should not be on a bus controlling a bunch of junior high kids. I'm going to put this straight. It's just like putting a bunny rabbit in a cage full of rattlesnakes. Is all it is. If you're going to take care of something like that, put 10th graders in the back of that bus to help control the kids. Or not even control the kids. They just, these little knee biters, kids, they get in trouble in the back of these buses. They have to be taught a lesson to shut the hell up. You just gotta nip it in the bud. The way, in my opinion, on the do it is not to put a 68-year-old sweet lady in the back of the bus to do it, but put 10th graders in the back of the bus to control it. That's my take on it. And before I close this video, it's very long, but I'm gonna show y'all my new TV I got. This is an LED TV. LED TV. Right now I'm listening to Metallica, but let me go ahead and minimize it here. But look what I got as my my wallpaper on my LED TV. That's pretty cool, isn't it? It's a Corvette Concept 2010. I've got Windows 7. Windows 7 is pretty good. But yeah, I'm getting pretty experienced with these computer things. Anyway, that's it. And also, I just want to show you how thin the TV is. Look how thin the TV is. This video's long. This is probably one of the longest videos I've ever made. It's gonna probably take me 200 years just to upload it. Goodbye.